When a man is caught between the loyalty to his mother and the love for his wife, who comes first? Where should the balance lie? And what does it mean to truly leave and cleave?
Wife versus mother-in-law. Who should a man prioritize? This question has destroyed the peace in many marriages. Wives feeling unprotected, mothers feeling dishonored, and a husband that is torn in between. But is it a competition? Or is there a way both women can be honored without destroying a man's peace? Now, if you have ever struggled with the mother-in-law versus wife dilemma, you are in the right place because this video is for you. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Taiye Aluko. I am a marriage coach and counselor. And today I am tackling one of the most controversial and emotional questions in marriage. Who is more important, your wife or your mother? Stay with me till the end of this video because I'll be sharing practical ways to create peace in your home without dishonoring your mother and without undermining your wife. You don't want to go anywhere. So back to the question, wife versus mother. Who should a man prioritize? Who should come first in a husband's life? Bear in mind that I'm sharing from the Christian perspective because, of course, I am a Christian and I believe that God is the creator of the institution of marriage. So let's go straight into the Bible. Genesis 2:24 says, "Therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they become one flesh." Now, this verse sets a divine order. Once a man marries, the primary covenant relationship shifts from parent to spouse. And it's important to state that, however, it does not mean abandonment of your parents, but it does imply deep bonding, loyalty, and prioritization for your spouse. So in God's design, the wife becomes the man's foremost earthly priority, not in competition with the mother, but in fulfillment of the marriage covenant. But does that then mean that mothers don't matter anymore? Absolutely not. Because the Bible also commands us to honor our father and mother. And that command does not expire because you are now married. It's important to know that it's not about love, it's about order, because God is concerned with order. Now, where is the place of mothers then? Mothers are precious. I am one myself. They give life, they sacrifice, and they nurture. Now, honoring your mother means respecting, appreciating, and caring for them. But honor does not mean control. And when a man marries, his mother's role must evolve. She blesses, she advises when asked, but she does not dictate. And that's where many conflicts start. So what is the role of the wife? When a man and a woman get married, they enter into covenant. Your wife is your covenant partner. Your wife is your companion. And it's for that reason that her place in your life should be sacred. She should not be married to you and have to compete with your mom for your attention, for your care, or for your affection. Now, when a man fails to prioritize his wife, he breaks the very order that God designed for peace and unity to thrive in marriage. Now, what about the wives? It's important that as a wife, you respect your mother-in-law. Gratitude and honor towards the woman who raised your husband will go a long way in building a solid relationship and solid bond. Your husband's mother gave him life, and this is a big deal. And don't forget that you yourself will one day be a mother, and perhaps you already are. And so it's all about boundaries and balance, really. And how do we find the balance? The key is not about who is more important. It's about roles, it's about balance, it's about boundaries. It's important for you to know that boundaries protect relationships. They don't keep people out, but they protect. So for the husband, protect your wife's place because she's your number one priority. A woman will know when you put her first. Don't say she's too demanding. Actually listen to her and seek to understand why is she feeling like she's playing second fiddle to your mother. Now, if that is your situation, your wife should never have to feel threatened by your relationship with your mom. If you are still a mommy's boy, it's time to detach from your mom's breast and truly cleave to your wife, regardless of your age. Now, for wives, what does balance look like? It's about never disrespecting your mother-in-law. Instead, show her utmost respect. Let her feel like she's not losing a son, but gaining a daughter. Actually take time to get to know her and form a genuine relationship with her, especially if you know that your husband is close to his mom. And while I also recognize that the dynamic is not entirely within your control, you can still live by the biblical injunction of following peace with all men. Now, for mothers, release your sons to cleave to their wives and watch them thrive in their new role. Don't feel threatened because it's not a competition. Don't offer unsolicited advice or interfere. Don't visit every week to see if your son is eating well. Let your visits be few and far between. And this is why it's important for women to have a life outside of their children. A mother who is busy with her kingdom assignment won't have time to be monitoring her married son or sons. Now, I firmly believe that every husband must be intentional to set boundaries to safeguard their home. What does a win-win situation look like? A wife who honors her mother gains a lifelong support. A husband who prioritizes his wife while still honoring his mother will have a peaceful home. And a mother who blesses the marriage of her son or sons is leaving a lasting legacy. So the goal is never about competition. The goal is harmony. Now, when handled with maturity, you will find out that both relationships can coexist beautifully as they should. The wisdom is to prioritize according to covenant while giving honor according to the commandment. Very, very important to note. And so in the end, wife versus mother, who is more important? The truth is that both are, but in different ways. Your wife is your covenant partner. Your mother remained the woman who birthed you, to whom you owe lifelong honor. Now, if you're struggling with these dynamics in your marriage, you don't have to let it tear down your home. And that is why I have created my online couple coaching program known as Pathway to Forever, to help couples build strong, God-centered marriages with wisdom, love, and healthy boundaries. And so to access this course, all you need to do is to click the link in the description box. And you can begin your journey to a true pathway of lasting love and happiness. Because marriage doesn't have to be war. It can be harmony when you do things God's way. As always, my name is Taiye Aluko. God bless you. Make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if it has blessed you, and share. You can also access my other videos by clicking on the playlist link. Again, I say God bless you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.